So the maiden has fell over again. Right, that whipping sound. Put these on a minute, see if I can see anything. I really need a way that I can show you guys what I am seeing in it, because this is like just it's kind of like looking through my night vision camera, but it's just a bit weird. I've not figured out a way that I can record what I'm seeing, because it kind of don't let you for prat. I just seen some black shoot past me then, like down my right side. This is Oculus 2. If anybody knows of a way that I can record what I'm seeing now, let me know. Why are you making all the noise? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in terms of like shadows or actual figures or anything like that. Just that one dark thing, whatever that was. Yeah, it's just, that again. We've seen that multiple times. That is not at all impressive. The whipping noise that followed it, again, not at all impressive. If, the thing that is trying to scare me is listening, I'm telling it that, things like that don't work anymore. Even though I jumped, that was just more of a shock thing. I am not afraid. Right. So, a lot's gone on lately. First of all, I am now like home alone again. It always happens. Something weird happens. Like people come in. It all stems from that person what leaked our address that time. We got the police involved. And everything that happens, they are informed of. But it's important for note that they don't think that, it's anything dangerous, even though there's weirdos turning up like that. So they 100% watched the videos, because I don't think I think it was 2 videos that we captured of them. I don't think that they had a mask on. Now, you couldn't really tell because the cameras were high up and things like that, but it just didn't look like there was a mask on. And this time they came, and there was clearly one there, a creepy one. And I've been looking, searching, and I think I've kind of found the mask. It's one off Amazon, unless you can buy it from other places as well. You probably can, but I found it there. And you're probably wondering like what they dropped off. So they dropped the Ouija board off, the one that I buried over the field. That bag there. Now that is not the bag that I buried it in. So they've obviously had it, I don't know, messed about. I don't know what they've done, but that is not the bag I buried it in. Like, I'm 99% sure that I buried it in, like, the closest. I did a few layers, but one was an Asda bag, and it had salt on it as well. I believe I don't believe it's anything paranormal, how they've found the Ouija board. I don't believe it's anything like that. You remember a few months ago, I said, well, I was in the bedroom, I think, and I said that another letter had come, but I'm not going to read, its content, whatever content, because at that time I didn't want to give them, any screen time or anything like that. So basically, that letter, what came months ago, I'll link the video if I remember what I speak about it in. It kind of said, and I can't remember it word for word now, but it kind of said that they had the Ouija board, they knew where it were, and they got it. So the next day when I got that letter, I instantly went over to the back field where I had dug an hole and buried it. I didn't dig or anything. I just went and looked where it was, and it was undisturbed and everything. So I came back, and in my mind then I knew they were just talking shit. But thinking about it now, it seems like maybe they sent that letter knowing that I'd go and check, and maybe they was waiting. I don't know. It's like creepy. It really is creepy, but that's the only way I can think of logically that they would have known where it was, because it's impossible otherwise. They kind of baited me into going checking on it, which worked. So congratulations if you're watching. But yeah, and that's it. They dropped it off. It's not been in house. Stacey got up, seen a bag there, ripped it a bit, had a look, and saw what it was. Got me up. I walked outside the house, threw it in the backyard. I ripped it open a little bit more for have a look, and it is the same one. It looks a bit worn now. It's water damaged. It's ripped and scratched and everything, but it's definitely the same board. So I'm going to get I know loads of people say don't do it, it's a bad idea, but in my mind now, I just want to get rid of the thing. I can't be bothered worrying about it anymore. Knowing that it's over field just stresses me out as well. So I'm going to light the barbecue and I'm going to burn it, so then it's just done with. No one can mess with me anymore. But it got me thinking, is it worth getting one? I mean, we had Alexa a few weeks ago, and it was going on about, the board's better for you. I don't need your help, thanks, love. I'm just wondering if it's just another way of communicating. Again, people say it's a bad idea, it'll, make things bad, but I can't see how things could get any worse at the minute, if I'm being honest. Maybe that's just it wanting me to think that, I don't know. It maybe is. It may be a bad idea. But, I'm super, super tempted just for to get one, because I can't see things getting any worse. But at the same time, they scare me, and it probably is a bad idea, but, the thought is in my mind at the minute. Yeah, just playing a game, literally just probably been on it 20 minutes or something like that. Not even that, actually. I'd not been back too long. Been training with my son tonight, so yeah, they've all gone back to her mum's. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get a fire burning now in that barbecue, and we'll get rid of it once and for all. Yeah, I've got it out, and it's just like, basically all this is, it's just very like water damaged, if you know what I mean. Must be condensation. You can't appreciate how hanging it looks off that, but trust me, it does. I'm not sure if that'll burn. hopefully it will. It'll burn, I'm not going. I'll give it a blow on that. It will catch fire. It's just like I said, it's super damp and water damaged. It's kind of catching fire now a bit. Not very well, to be fair. I thought it'd go up in flames, but it's really not. Right, I'm gonna pour some of this on it, but I'm not gonna do it on camera. I'll be right back. There we go. You can barely see it now, it's that bright. So yeah, I guess this is going to put to the test if burning it is a bad idea. I personally don't think it is. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that now. It's gone. Yeah, I don't think it is, but I think stuff like that is generally, just old wives' tales, kind of like, when people, say, or, and I'm sure they believe it, that ignoring it is a good thing, but I've tried stuff like that. I've tested it, and for me, anyway, I'm not saying it's the same for everyone. I'd be stupid, but for me, it don't work. Yeah, I'm actually starving. I've had nothing to eat proper. I'm just going to make a posh pot noodle. What the hell? Something like jumps up at her as well then. Right, pot noodle all over the floor, and it was my fault. Literally just eating a butter. So yeah, I'm sat here eating my pot noodle, just made a butter with it. Then it's kind of just shot off table while I've been sat there, straight down, and literally all over the floor. Right, you've annoyed me now. Just chuck that away. I'll tidy up in a minute. Absolute. I'm gonna just get down, do a couple of prayers. I'm just gonna start with St. Michael, and then someone, I don't know, I forgot your name, but someone's told me another prayer, which I've got on my phone. Right. St. Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, Thrust into hell, Satan, and all evil spirits who wander through the world for the ruin of souls. Amen. Okay, well, I think I messed that up and I'm not sure. Right, let me find the prayer. Right, it's the Divine Shepherd, Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you... Look at that, he's absolutely knackered. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. Amen. Holy crap. That literally just scared the absolute shit out of me. It was about there, I think. I'd kind of, when the thingy moved, kind of jumped back, obviously. And then during that prayer, it just went. Do you want to move it again? I know, in fact, I'm not even asking you. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to leave that there now, knowing that it's safe from you. Yeah. It doesn't like prayers, or that's the impression it gives me, because unless it just don't like me doing things, if you know what I mean. Because generally with prayers, I'm concentrating, and maybe that's just what it's about. It's not even about the prayer. It just like doesn't like me doing stuff if I'm on the oculus or if I'm working on my laptop. You know, it seems if I'm focusing on something, it tries to get my attention off it. I did pause. Obviously, it's a shock, but yeah, I carried on. I soldiered through that one. I do like that prayer. I've read that a few times in past. I remembered it. So that's just another one in my arsenal now. I'm going to get more prayers done. Why Stacey and kids are not here anymore. Kids, dogs. I'm going to kind of just leave this telly on, I think, in future, with just prayers on overnight or that Gregorian chant stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to bed now. I don't want to get involved tonight. I'm still not feeling great, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.